Superheroes are finally coming to the latest versions of Minecraft thanks to the Palladium mod. So today, we're going over the new superpowers added to the mod from the Enhanced Addonpack, which includes Super Speed and Speedsters, Umbrakinesis, Soulfire Magic, Mutated Kryptonians, Electrokinesis, and customized Iron Man and Atom suits. Huge thanks to Codec Reality and Deaded for creating this epic add-on for us. And I'll be sure to link their work down below when their add-ons are officially public. As you can see, we have all the different powers here up on the wall. We're gonna start with the Phantom Knight powers. To do that, all you guys gotta do is each go ahead and click this to get your power. You should be able to see on the right-hand side. And the guys from Palladium have put in all of our suits as well. Some of them aren't fully up to date, kind of the changes of season 2. For the most part, they're all here. We're gonna go down the line. We're gonna start with Phantom Knight, who's right here. So unlike in Fisk, the powers are all tied to the suit. But here in Palladium, they're not.
That's sick, actually.
Except for the ones that don't actually have powers, like yourself, your character, Rainbow Defender.
The suit has the power.
Right, and Redstone Mech, characters like that. Let's get into it. Let's start with the movement. Also keep in mind, this is a completely different mod, so the physics and everything are totally different. They're gonna be similar, but they're definitely gonna be noticeably different. So let's start with the movement. You guys remember, Phantom Knight has a couple different ways to move. Umbrakinesis powers. First one is his normal hovering, which you can do by double tapping spacebar.
Whoa.
Show and tell.
And Hexios didn't wipe his last powers. He's doubled up on powers right now. And so is Joe?
No, it's just side to side is way faster.
Oh, that's a glitch. Okay, that's not supposed to do that.
Kid like barely move forward.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be like that. You're not supposed to be able to move side to side. That's a glitch. But if you guys press your second ability button, you'll turn into the actual Phantom that Phantom Knight becomes. Oh. There you go. He moves around really fast like a shadow.
Sick.
It's got really good speed. Again, it's a little less controlled like it was in Fisk.
Sound is sick.
It is sick, and it looks pretty good, right? All the sounds are also pretty different. So next up, we got the Dark Pulse ability, which you should be able to do by pressing, for me, it's C. I don't know what it is for you guys, but...
F.
Why would you kill me immediately? I'm showcasing the power. Look at that. It's really good. Also, keep in mind, we're not wearing any suit.
Here, I'll use it on this pig. Okay, well.
We are
Yes, I will use it on
awful. Oh my god. So this is how the Dark Pulse works. It's a simple C. It sounds a lot cooler, in my opinion, than it did last time.
It kind of fits Phantom Knight's vibe.
It does. It does. A lot more like, you know, Phantom and Dark-like.
I like how it's a charge, too, not a hold. There's like an actual bar that charges and recharges.
Right, exactly.
Cool.
And then next up, we got the sword, which was added for Phantom Knight's character in season 2.
Oh my god, that is busted.
Yep. It absolutely destroys. Remember, keep in mind, we're not wearing any suits right now. Go ahead and put on the Phantom Knight suit to see what it looks like with the sword. And this sword was added as part of his design.
Yeah, he looks insane.
Looks pretty good, right?
And the suit.
And finally, the last power that we have with the Umbrakinesis is the Shadow Dome. Once again, a unique ability of Phantom Knights. There's one more thing about the sword, and you'll notice that your ability, your Dark Pulse, actually changes to a ranged shadow attack, which is something I asked them to add for this version. So go ahead and everyone press your with the sword out.
That is easily the sickest animation.
You chucked a sword. That is sick.
It like makes a wave of shadows. What I was hoping to change about Phantom Knight's character, for season 2, but we weren't able to do that in Fisk. But we can do it here, and it looks great, I think.
Yeah, it works pretty well.
And it sounds cool too. And lastly, we have the Shadow Dome. So the Shadow Dome basically creates a giant cube.
Just pop in the Shadow Dome.
And everybody who uses the Shadow Dome, actually, you'll notice a couple different things about it. Firstly, that this version of it is a cube, not like an actual dome like it is in Fisk. And that's just because, this is the only way they were able to do it in this version. Also, it's toggleable on and off. So whoever uses it can toggle it once again. You'll also notice too, at least this should be the case, anybody who doesn't have the power should actually get full and complete darkness as on top of being inside this cube.
In the Shadow Dome?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Okay, that's actually sick.
Now that I don't have the Umbrakinesis, you can see that when I step into the Shadow Dome, or the Shadow Cube, I guess, in Palladium, as I step in, I lose all my sight and get full blindness. And just like that, when it gets lifted, yep, there it goes.
Wait, so you can't actually see anything in here
I can,
right now?
it's like, it's like the warden.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you, but it's like the blindness effect. So it's like the warden blindness.
Okay.
So that's the Phantom Knight take on the Umbrakinesis meta power. Moving on to the next metahuman, we got Current. Go ahead and everybody click on Current. And remember,
the boys are lightning.
Yep, you'll see.
We're buzzing.
I think I missed.
This is the Current suit that goes with it. And Joe, since the powers are based on you, why don't you go ahead and take the suit?
Oh, yeah.
If you remember in this series, right, Encountered Current, he didn't have flight. So you'll notice, like, if we try to fly with his power, we can. But
You didn't have flight?
no, he didn't. Remember when we first found him in episode 2?
What a potato.
But we got him the suit.
Oh, you need the suit to unlock this bottom powers?
Right. So just like in the series, they went ahead and added that for us. Go ahead, Current, and fly around. You also see that his name is over his head. Look at that. The trail looks great.
That's actually sick. The trail looks sweet.
Isn't it really cool? It looks really good. You'll notice the flight's a lot more flowy, but that's sort of just how the flight works in this.
The flight looks like smooth. That looks really good.
Yeah, it's a lot lot more like momentum based
Yeah.
than it is in
Yeah.
Fisk.
Yeah, I really like the look of it.
I think it looks really cool, especially with the trail. Now let's go through the powers one by one, starting with the top ability. This one is actually one that we decided to add, and that is the lightning toss. Go ahead. It sounds pretty cool and looks pretty cool, right? Look at this throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The main problem was with Palladium, the beam kind of messed up with the trail. We thought it would be a little bit better to have the straight toss to still represent him being able to use lightning attacks.
Range on this looks insane.
Got a lot more range, but it's a little bit slower.
Good luck aiming this sucker.
Oh my.
Yeah, keep going, keep going.
Hold up, I don't.
Oh, that's
Pretty
crazy.
sure it does go forever.
Maybe it does.
Ow.
It has insane range, as you can see. Next up, we got the actual standard beam, which again should be disabled during your flight. I believe it's disabled during flight, but you do still have your normal V attack, or at least during fast flight. You might still be able to do it hovering. Let's see. Go ahead and do your second ability.
No, I can't.
You can't. Okay, yeah. So when you're flying, you can't do it. Here's the second ability, this lightning attack. So if you guys press the second ability button,
Oh, whoa, it looks sick from someone else's perspective.
Yo, I'm Palpatine now. Let's go.
It actually does look like Palpatine.
it does. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, and
looks
it goes on
sweet.
for basically forever.
Yeah, so that's a V ability. And you'll notice that the three of us, since we don't have the current suit on, there's no more abilities for us. But with the suit, Current has a few more powers. Current, want to go to the third ability?
I got the shield.
So Current has the shield, which again is tied to the suit. Obviously, you don't have this, even if you have the power to shield without the suit. So it's the same shield from Fisk. He kind of ported it over as best he could, and he did a great job with it. One last thing, if you remember, something we added towards the very end of season 1 for Current, and that's his lightning blast attack.
Oh, the AoE it?
Yep, you guys ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Oh!
Ow.
I don't know why. Uh-oh, that's death. Oh,
It's actually sick.
isn't it really cool?
It looks
The
so
animation
cool.
is so good.
It's so good. Wow.
Wait, hold out the shield. Let's see how good she works.
So the shields don't work exactly like they do in Fisk by blocking all damage, but they do, give you knockback resist and actual resistance.
Oh, so they give you resistance, not
Yeah.
like blocking damage.
Right. So it's a little more strategic.
So basically less busted.
Yes, less busted. So that's basically it for Current. Next, I think we go to Super Potato. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocking the new suit.
That's right. You actually get a poisonous potato. Obviously, this isn't the same as in the series, but the Super Potato is obviously based on like a Superman type, but a potato Kryptonian. So this is essentially a modified Kryptonian.
Oh my god, we all look like such.
I'm naked.
Actually,
And he has super speed.
That's right. So this is essentially the baseline for the Kryptonian. So as you can see, he's got, the normal hovering, right? The normal Kryptonian hovering. And then the flight. Potato Boy is actually the least finished. We've got still quite a bit to do on him, I think, sound wise.
The flight, I just
So,
looking at it was different, but flying is way different. It is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's a lot
Flying
different.
is way better.
Yeah, it's a lot
And when
different.
you fly with Super Potato Boy, he puts when you super fly,
Mm-hmm.
it throws the arm out.
Right, kind of a lot more like Superman. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, it's a lot cleaner than I remember.
That's right. Starting with the first ability, let's stay away from the suit stands. So first up for the attacks, we got the Potato Scream, which you can do with C. Again, no sounds on it yet, but you can see how it works. He opens the mouth. Looks pretty good.
Does the mouth open?
Yes, it does. If you look, his mouth actually opens,
yeah.
just like in the
Sick.
Fisk mod. Next up, we got the laser eyes with V, and this one's a little bit more work in progress. As you can see, it does actually
Why do
hit
I
us
get
all.
dizzy?
But as you notice, it sets us all on
I'm-
fire. And just like Super Potato Boy in the series, he's weak to fire. So we're all getting nausea.
That's a cool touch.
Yeah, we're all getting nausea and weakness by getting hit with the laser eyes. So he essentially can weaken himself with that. You can also burn different sections of the map.
Oh god, it hurt.
And
It hurt.
if you were to do it on sand, it'll turn it into glass.
Oh, that's
Why
cool.
can't I melt the ice?
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably good for right now because we would have just. That's sick.
It looks pretty good though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And now our arena's getting destroyed, but we're setting the forest on fire.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And I'm burnt. I'm dying because I'm near it. Potato Boy can't be near any kind of fire. Obviously, the Kryptonian doesn't have that weakness, but Potato Boy does.
That's actually sick that when you're near fire, you don't actually have to be on fire.
Right.
Was that in Fisk?
It was, but it seems to be a little more sensitive
God.
this time.
Oh god.
Yeah, you can see there's real
that's
panic.
a serious weakness.
Yeah, it's a serious weakness in this version. You actually get more weaknesses, I believe, from being near it than you did in Fisk. Next up, we got with F, we got our ground slam. So this one's kind of interesting, definitely a new one for him. But you can kind of slam on the ground, very Kryptonian-like. Oh, sorry, Helios, did not know you were low. And it looks pretty good. You do it upon landing too. It's kind of harder to do upon landing, but you can make it work. Looks pretty cool, has a good sound.
Am I just a potato? Oh, it's because I'm pressing the wrong button.
There you go.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
The cool animation. Then we've got super speed, which everyone always says you have to add to Kryptonian. So of course we got it. But if you'll notice, as you hold B, because this is the Super Potato Boy variant of the Kryptonian suit, as you scroll while holding B, you'll get more potato bars at the top.
Ooh,
It's got the fade.
That's right. It's got like a blur trail.
the after image, yeah.
The after image, thank you, which looks pretty cool as well.
Even the sound
Basically,
effects are
Super
sweet.
Potato Boy got more busted.
That's right. Which we did actually add super speed to him for season 2, but he, didn't really use it too much.
Oh, and this you can keep running when you're not starving. It doesn't stop you, it kills you. That's sick.
Oh, really? I actually didn't notice that. But yeah, it looks pretty cool, right? Also get a good look at the season 2 suit here for Potato Boy, which looks pretty good. I think it looks definitely a lot better than his previous suits, for sure.
It looks a lot better when you're actually in potato form.
Right. Definitely.
I mean, you don't look like a naked potato.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The suit itself looks a lot better, for sure. That's right.
Yeah, and you look jacked.
Yeah.
You do look pretty swole.
Oh, put some clothes on.
Oh,
I know,
sorry.
you're Disgusting.
Now we've all lost our fire weakness, thank God. We got a few more to go on to. Next, let's go with Redstone Mech. Let's take a look at Redstone Mech. So there we go. And check it out. See if we actually all get our full skins on under it still, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, that's sick. That's like, it makes it more like a suit.
That's right. So for those of you who don't know, Redstone Mech in our series is sort of like Atom with a little mix of Iron Man in there. Another thing that something they decided to add for Palladium is charging with a block of redstone. If you have a stack of redstone, you can actually charge your suit up. As you guys notice in the
And why all my
right.
powers are locked?
Potentially. Yeah, actually that probably is why. So go ahead, take a stack of redstone. If you hold B, it will
Oh my god, I just torched the whole stack.
Yep, if it'll burn the entire
And I'm
stack.
still locked.
Oh, maybe you didn't get
Oh,
enough.
that is actually really cool.
Oh, I have one lock.
Oh, it's just the redstone blocks. So the redstone blocks are used to power the suit. That red bar will fill all the way up when you just got to hold down B. Yep, and it fills your bar all the way.
That's pretty sweet.
Pretty cool.
Almost spoiled and destroyed your suit, bro.
You looked right at it. Well, so let's head over here before the boys get destructive
Yeah, to
again.
the ice, boys.
So you'll notice, firstly, he's got a little bit of a different flight than he had previously.
Sounds like he's a fighter jet coming in, but probably accurate. He does have 4 jet engines on his.
That's right.
I like it. It feels immersive.
And you'll notice it is a little bit slower than in Fisk, but it's a lot more realistic feeling, in my opinion, this kind of movement.
Yeah, it's definitely slow.
It's also like, makes it a little bit more balanced, right? You're not flying around the world at Mach 40. And your loading's probably better when you have a little bit slower.
He doesn't have fall damage protection?
Yeah, he doesn't actually in the series either. So let's start with his attacks. Starting with C. You guys hold C just like before. You'll aim. And then right click to fire.
God, that sounds sweet. That's so sick.
So here it is while flying. And you also notice too that you can lean with it and shoot, unlike in Fisk. I guess if you're kind of flying at an angle. But the sounds are great, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
The sound is on this is maybe the coolest firing sound I've ever heard.
For sure. So that's how his basic gauntlet works. With V, you can throw grenades. And you'll notice it has a cooldown on the right-hand side.
Can you chuck them offline? Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Do bombing runs.
You can do bombing runs with it, basically. And it's a lot easier to do because it's not tied to equipment like in Fisk. You can just kind of throw it.
Yeah, they're a little more practical.
That's right. Definitely more usable.
Oh, you can yuck up.
Yeah.
You should try getting speed with it and seeing if that momentum adds to it. Wow, that was a throw. Yeah, look at the distance on that. That actually got pretty close to us. Pretty cool.
All right, bro. Now what we've all been waiting for.
Yep. And this is the main feature of the suit, the size manipulation.
Oh,
Huh? What's up, bro? So, because he's like Atom,
Can't even see us.
yeah, he can get small. Yep, there you go. And you still have flight with it as well. A Redstone Mech's ability to go
Why does it feel
miniature.
like you're faster when you're miniature?
It does sort of, but you're actually not. It's just the difference in relativity to the rest of the world.
oh my god, I don't know where you guys are.
Yep, and you can see, go ahead, who's this right here? You grow back to normal size. This is the size comparison. Look at that.
That's so weird.
See how hard it is?
And you can't-
Try to shoot me here.
This is impossible.
Yep, you can do it when they're small. How about here? I'm gonna hover back and forth, try to hit me. Now with the grenades?
Use the grenades.
I don't think we could do it with the grenades either.
No, you were doing
I
it.
don't even see you anymore.
You got
Are
me.
we hitting you?
Yeah, oh yeah, you were getting me a good amount. It's basically how it works. And then obviously that last ability that's locked is recharging your power. Your power with the suit can stay for quite a while. But the very last one
And this.
is to get the miniature suit. You can see you actually
Wow.
can kind of like what Atom does. You can kind of carry the suit around by hand.
It's like a little USB.
That's pretty sweet.
Is there a quantum realm or no?
Not that I'm aware of. So yeah, that's Redstone Mech. We got another power to go over, and that's the magic tool set based on Hexios, which is Helios' character. So if you go ahead and click Hexios powers, you'll notice the first thing that is very similar to Hexios is the fiery blue soul hands. Looks pretty cool, right?
Buddy, you're floating. I'm floating.
Yep. Helios, since Hexios is your character, why don't you go ahead and put the suit on?
Gimme.
So because Hexios doesn't require a suit, we can use all of our powers basically without it.
I'm just
It's just a
naturally
cosmetic.
skilled, you know?
So Hexios is sort of like, the way I described him initially was sort of like a Minecraft variant of Doctor Strange, because because that's sort of how we base his initial tool set. But we decided to do Hexios quite a bit differently this time around. So you're going to see a lot of quick differences to the normal
Flight is
Hexios.
cheeks.
So his flight is standard mage flight, a lot slower.
Just because I'm slow doesn't mean it's bad.
That's true. That's Arzee's motto.
Okay. Then we've got, or starting with the attacks, we've got, by pressing C, it's like soul fire, right? I think you can only hear it right now from when you're the one using it, but it still is pretty awesome. And look at that. Here's Hexios using it. Looks pretty cool.
Sounds pretty cool.
One of the other things you guys might remember him having is the shield. But since the bubble shields don't exactly work in this version, at least not currently, we came up with a new way to do it using the soulfire magic. So look at that.
What?
When you shield,
Oh.
you get a
that's
wall
sick.
of fire that
Get
burns.
over here. I want to burn you.
Does it actually protect him?
It does protect you, but it also burns people who touch it. So it can even defend pretty well against people who are trying to hit you. In this version, you will still take damage while blocking, but not nearly as much. And it's also a great way to...
It's not as busted either. I like that.
No, it's not as busted, but it's a lot more useful when defending yourself. Because if someone comes up to you
Yeah,
with
it's-
melee attacks, they're actually going to be punished. The next thing we got is, because we were trying to go for more of like a mage thing, we have Hexios conjuring some daggers by pressing F. Look at that.
It's like a demon boy.
Oh, these knives look a little familiar.
Yeah, they do. Let's go ahead and do some tosses. Ready? Oh, wow. You notice when you throw, it makes a little noise.
I literally missed all of them.
They look pretty cool, don't they? And they even got like the soul trail, which is cool.
Yeah, I love the Soulfire trail on them. Oh, how much do those do to you guys?
Yeah, they do a lot. Oh, remember, again, we're not wearing suits.
Yes.
But I think it's a pretty unique animation.
Yeah, the trail is sick.
Oh, 100%.
You can throw them actually pretty fast too. And then we've
I agree.
got our fourth ability with B. Uh-oh, there it goes. Oh, wow. That was like half my hearts.
Oh!
It's the lift and drop ability. The, what was it called in Fisk? Earth Swallow?
Earth Swallow, yeah, something like that.
Not working on Hexios. Maybe Hexios is immune to it.
I think he's immune to his own powers because I also couldn't hit him with like his normal thing.
Oh, yeah.
No, I am not immune to that. Oh God, I'm about to die.
No, it's literally not letting me do it.
Oh, here you go, Sam.
All right, I can't do it for some reason. But yeah, that is the earth swallowing spell. And we got one more, and that is when pressing comma.
Oh, I
Again,
missed.
still a early development ability, but that is the dampening attack that we very recently added. Now, and if you want to test this out, Joe, if you want to go grab your powers, you can go grab the current powers. Currently, it's only able to dampen meta powers. All right, let's go ahead and see it.
Shoot him, boys.
So if you now press E, you should be able to see.
there goes-
Yep, the lightning is completely gone.
Yep.
And
I don't have any powers.
there's no sound or anything on it yet, but that's how it works. And that is Hexios and the mage powers, the
cool.
soul fire powers. Next up is Rainbow Defender, the Rainbow Defender suit. Go ahead and put it on.
Here we go, boys. Oh, we are back.
There he goes. For those who don't know, Rainbow Defender is essentially a rainbow variant of Iron Man, played by Snowcon here in the series.
Oh, buddy, you're really slow.
He's literally the same as Redstone Mech. No, you guys gotta remember how much faster we were in the Fisk mod compared to this. The speed of everybody is a lot
seems
slower in
pretty-
this. Yeah, it's got basically the same exact flight as Redstone Mech. Just like in Fisk, they had the same flight. So Rainbow Defender has a couple different abilities, starting with his basic attack.
Oops.
Which apparently you can't see other people do. You guys go ahead and do it. I want to see if I can, yeah. So you can only see it right now. It looks like if you're using it. It's still in progress, but let's take a look.
I can see who.
Yeah.
I can't, maybe it's just
I
glitch on my
I
head.
like
but-
the noise on it.
Oh wow, yep, it looks really good, and it honestly feels a lot stronger of like with the sound.
God, what's the range on this thing?
That's his normal attack. And then, so Rainbow Defender has 2 weapons built into him. Let's check it out, bro. The shield, which is pretty great. But there's a big difference between this
Yeah, it's on
version
my
and the
other
last
arm.
one. It's on your other arm. And the reason why is because as Rainbow Defender, you can actually use both of your weapons at the same time. Both your shield and the Rainbow Knife. The Rainbow Knife and the shield. When you're blocking, you're very limited on your movement. So it's not like you can, you can be sprinting around blocking and swinging. Like you're very limited on what you can do while using the shield. You can still shield in the air, but you're not, for example, you're not able to block in flight like you were able to in Season 1 by accident of the Fisk mod. I think it looks pretty good while being able to use the knife and shield at the same time. What do you guys think?
You killed a polar bear with the knife.
And we've got one left, and that is the Speedster. The Speedster power in this. So hold on. No, I'm talking about general Speedsters. I'm not talking about Speedburst, but obviously for the sake of this video and me, my character, Speedburst, what we'll be using today. So to get speed, let's go ahead and grab it from right over here. So, oh yeah, so there's a separate button because you first have to have the meta gene. You have to be a metahuman. So go ahead and click this and you'll get the general metahuman power. Then from there, you would have to get struck by lightning to become a Speedster. But of course, we'll just do that. There we go. And now, okay, I got hit twice.
Whoa!
Somebody's just standing under it, constantly getting struck. As you'll notice now, we are all speedsters.
Yeah, nice.
This is the default speedster ability. As you can see, as we run around, we got like a normal trail. As you use your speed, it levels up more. So you get a little bit faster and you get new abilities. By holding C, I can scroll and you'll see at the top right that the speedster bar actually moves. You definitely get noticeably faster. This is me with the Speedburst suit, which is my character's speedster suit from the Enhanced.
You actually go like kind of fast. That's the first.
And to fully disable it, you do have to crouch and press C to fully disable it, the speed, to disable and enable it. Once you have a high enough speed, you're able to run on water, which I believe is 4.
How high are we talking?
I believe it's either 3 or 4. I think it's 4. But this speedster add-on is actually really extensive. I'm about to show you guys how extensive in a second. This is a Codex speedster add-on.
How many speed levels can you get?
Yeah, don't go too high. There's no point. But once you get to, once you get high enough, you'll start unlocking more and more abilities. I believe the actual highest one you want to get to right now is 12. All right, Joe. Why don't you just take some of that?
He's shooting it up.
Boys, we are back.
So, as you use your power, you should notice that your speed level should be a little bit different. At least they should be.
I still can't see my speed level.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to do it. So if you put in your offhand the vial, there we go. Go ahead and inject some Velocity 9.
His is blue.
Because I can see my speed levels and I can do it.
Clearly did not clear his powers because yours is blue.
Yep, and that's what Velocity 9 does. It changes your lightning blue.
Bro, let me juice up. Let me juice up. I want the...
Yeah, let us juice up.
So go ahead.
Oh, how'd you load it up?
Yeah, put one in your offhand.
How do I shoot?
You just keep holding it. Keep holding it, bro.
Oh.
You were starting to. Just keep holding it.
Oh, just holding it in your hand, does it?
There you go. And now you guys are V9'd up. Now,
he's yellow too. You guys are both yellow.
You have to up your speed. Yep, there you go. And once you've upped your speed, it just like in the
I
mod,
can't see my bars, but...
look how much faster you are. Look at that.
I'm not even sprinting yet.
Oh my god, I'm too fast.
Isn't that crazy? So that is what happens when you take Velocity 9 as a speedster. Lightning turns blue.
Do you get speed sickness?
I don't know. I don't think that's been added yet.
Oh my god, I'm so fast. I'm rubber banding so bad.
Yep.
Yeah,
I can see you glitching. All right. Now we've come to the last thing that I want to show you guys. This one's going to be a bit tough. So I'm just going to give you 1,000,000 levels. So with all these levels, what I need you guys to do. So now what you can do with all this XP is you guys can open your skill trees in the speedster by going to your inventory, going to powers, and go ahead and level up your speed powers to gain a bunch of new abilities. Now, if you just go upwards, I want you guys to go all the way up to, there's a power called entering the speed force. So with that power, what you have to do when you are going fast enough, your bar will fill up just like you're going to throw lightning. But that's not what you're going to end up doing. What you're going to do instead is once you've run even longer than that, eventually you should see that a new ability appears. For me, it says to press R. So I'm going to go ahead and press it and see what happens. All I got to do is keep my speed for long enough and watch this. Then I'm just going to go ahead and press, wait for it. Kind of hard. You got to keep it going for a while. There it is. And F. And there we go. I've entered the speed force. And I can't believe the first time in this Velocity 9. But next to you have to run constantly for a long time. You know, maybe like 10, 15, even maybe 20 seconds. Then you'll see a button pop up at the bottom that's next to your lightning powers. That has like, it'll say like a key. For me, it's R. I don't know what it is for you guys. But after you press that, you then get a new option while you are still running. You got to keep running during this whole time. You then press the speed force, enter the speed force button, and you will enter the new dimension. And as you can see, this is what it is. It's literally just kind of like, it's portrayed a lot like it is in the show, where it's sort of just an endless void. But you can do all kinds of stuff in here. It has its own coordinates. It's literally its own dimension. Now here I am exiting the speed force. I actually can't get out of the speed force. I'm stuck in the speed force forever. That's gonna have to do it. And I'm stuck in the speed force forever. So guess I'll be seeing you guys.